Hello friends, welcome to Banika is. So, the OPSC has given the advertisement for the OCS 2023. So, for your own knowledge and information, so we hope it good to share a video with you. So, the good news is again repeatedly for this year, for the year 2023, OPSC has put the advertisement for the Odisha Civil Service Examination, and around 399 posts have been published for recruitment by the Odisha Public Service Commission in the Odisha Civil Service Examination. So, going to the detail. So, this the first is the age limit. So, age limit for the candidates starting age is 21 years. Anyone attending the age 21 years is able to appear this examination, and the upper age limit is 38 years. The two things you should remember: the entry age level is 21 and the upper age limit is 38, but this is relaxable by 5 years for the candidate belonging to SC, ST, SCBC, women and ex-servicemen. These four categories. Who are they? The scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, SCBC, women and the ex-servicemen. So, they will get relaxation of around 5 years over and above the upper age limit of 38 years. And for the physically challenged, this will be 10 years. Fine. And this disability or the person's physically challenged person, so this percentage should be 40% as per. Okay. And what is the most important information in this year is, above and over and above this relaxation, there is a compensatory attempt. So, those candidates who appear the civil service in 2020, 2021 and 2022 for the last 3 years, irrespective of their age and attempts, so they have been given one additional compensatory attempt. This is very, very important for those whose age limit is over and who have exhausted their attempts, number of attempts. So, good news is, so they have been given one more compensatory attempt by OPSC. So, this is for the seniors, those whose age limit is over and who have exhausted all their attempts. So, they can sit one more attempt this year, as the OPSC has given them one compensatory attempt for appearing OCS 2023. This is the most important news for those students who have exhausted their chances and who have passed that age limit. This is the most important information for them. So, coming to the educational qualification. So, the required educational qualification as per the OPSC is bachelor degree from any recognized university under the UGC or University Grant Commission Act. So, requirement is any bachelor degree from any stream: humanities, science, art, law, engineering, medical science. So, any stream, any bachelor degree will make you eligible to appear this examination. Fine. So, moving forward, so other eligibility conditions. So, you must be able to read, write and speak Odia, because this is a state level examination in Odisha. So, the candidate must be able to read, write and speak Odia. Passed middle school examination with Odia as a language paper. Passed high school certificate or equivalent examination with Odia in the non-language subject. Pass Odia as a language subject in the final examination of class 7 from a school or education institution recognized by the government of Odisha. So, those who have not Odia in their 10th standard, so they must have passed Odia by giving the examination conducted by the Board of Secondary Education Odisha, and that examination is conducted regularly twice in a year. And the candidate, those who have not taken Odia during their school days, the 10th examination up to 10th standard, so they must have to collect the certificate of Odia pass certificate of 7th standard by the examination conducted by the Board of Secondary Education. Fine. So, Odia qualification is a must be able to read, write and speak Odia. Fine. So, moving forward, so plan of the examination. The examination is called the combined competitive recruitment examination. Is in 3 stages. So preliminary, main and viva. But it has been written here as the OPSC says it, preliminary is 1 and the main includes written and the viva. So the preliminary examination, which is objective type question for selection of the candidate for the main examination. The preliminary will be the first stage in the examination, and the candidate clearing the preliminary will be called for the main examination, which is a written examination. The preliminary examination is a objective type multiple choice question examination, and the main examination is a written examination. So the main examination is called as the main written examination, and the main also includes the interview. Okay, in the preliminary one there will be 2 papers. So general studies 1, that first paper is general studies, and paper 2 will be the CSAT paper. Okay, we will go to the detail of the preliminary examination, but preliminary will have 2 papers. One is the general studies, second is the CSAT paper. Fine. So this will talk about the syllabus separately. Coming to the zone of the examination, because this is a examination which will have centers in all over Odisha. Almost 5 zones are there, like your Baleshwar, Barampur, then Cuttack, Bhubaneswar, then Cuttack and Sambalpur. So, but the largest number of students appear in Bhubaneswar, followed by Cuttack. So, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, Barampur, Sambalpur and Baleshwar are the 5 centers. Okay, but while filling the form, you be very careful in choosing your center, because once you fill the form, so you are not allowed to change the center. So it has been clearly mentioned, request for change of the zone will not be entertained. You cannot change your zone, like applying for Bhubaneswar, subsequently giving request to change to any other place out of this 5 zone is not allowed. This will not be entertained by OPSC. So choose the zone where you want to appear the preliminary and the main, because the viva will be at the OPSC headquarters in Cuttack. But for the preliminary and the main, you have to choose the zone, and in subsequent period after the preliminary for the main, no, this change of zone will not be permitted. So be careful while filling the form for the this examination, because change of the zone of examination will not be entertained subsequently by the OPSC. Fine. Then number of attempts. So every candidate at the civil service examination who is otherwise eligible is given 6 attempts. So they are allowed 6 attempts. So 6 attempts for everyone, and there is relaxation to that for the different category. There should be no such limit for the candidate belonging to the SC and ST. They can appear unlimited chances. The number of attempts permissible for candidate belonging to the SCBC is 9. Okay. So 3 things. First is general candidates 6 attempts, SCBC candidates they will be given 9 attempts, and SC and ST communities unlimited attempts. So 3 category of candidates allowed 3 different chances to appear the examination. For general, male and female, it is 6. For SCBC, it is 9, and for the SC and ST, unlimited attempts. These 3 category, keep in mind. Then moving forward, so the syllabus of the preliminary. As you know, the preliminary examination is the first stage. Here the syllabus of paper 1 of the preliminary, known as the general studies. It will have current events of national and international importance, history of India and Indian national movement, history of Odisha and Odia nationalism, Odisha and Indian geography, physical, social, economic geography of India and the world. So what we are reading in geography? In geography we are reading the world geography, the Indian geography as well as the Odisha geography. Similarly in history we are reading the Indian history as well as the history of Odisha. So along with that Indian national movement. Then in polity and governance, the constitution, political system, panchayat raj, public policy, right issue that we will be covering. Economic and social development includes sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographics, social sector initiative launched by the government. Then general issue of environment, ecology, biodiversity, climate change. So regarding environment and ecology paper, and the last section is the general science, physics, chemistry, biology, and development in science and technology. This is the whole of the paper 1 of the preliminary examination called as the general studies. So hope that you understand it clearly. So what you read in the school days: history, geography, polity or constitution, economy, general science, environment, you have read in the school days. This is the syllabus, and the current affairs of national and international importance is the new section added here. So this is the preliminary syllabus. Then moving to the paper 2 called the CSAT paper. This is qualifying in nature. You have to secure the qualifying 33% to clear this examination. So here the questions will be 2.5 marks because 80 questions will be asked, and the syllabus contain comprehension, English comprehension, then interpersonal skill including communication skill, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability and basic numeracy of class 10 level. Okay, so these are all the qualifying paper, the CSAT paper in preliminary. Clearing or keeping the qualifying marks, so your number in the paper 1, the previous one, fine. So your score in this paper 1 will make you eligible to get a call for the main examination. But your score in the paper 2 called the CSAT is merely qualifying. But right now questions on the paper 2 are also becoming tougher. So prior to the last year, the questions in this paper are quite easy, but since last year 2022 examination, the paper 2 questions are becoming tougher day by day. So be careful about this. Don't take it that casually that this is a qualifying paper and I'll be able to qualify it. Don't be in that overconfidence. Confidence is good, but overconfidence at times became a killing factor. So be careful about this paper. Then moving forward, coming to the main examination. So it is called the main written examination because everything you have to write the answer in the answer sheet. It is not MCQ. The written examination shall comprise 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, consisting of the following papers. So in part 1 are the qualifying paper. That means Odia and English language. Here what are here? In the part 1 are the qualifying paper. One is the Odia language, one is the English language. So these two are qualifying and each one have to 50 marks. They are qualifying in nature, but you have to secure the qualifying mark here. So your other papers will be evaluated and you will get a call for the Viva depending upon the mark you are securing in the written examination. These two paper mark of Odia language and English language will not be added in your main mark score, but they are qualifying in nature. You have to qualify these two examinations, these two papers to be eligible to get a call for the main based on your performance in the other GS, essay and the optional paper. Fine. This is very important because many students they feel overconfident that this being qualifying in Odia and English we can handle it. But if you see the previous years means negative marks or that you call this negation list who have been rejected or who have been disqualified in the main examination because many students they are unable to secure this qualifying mark in Odia and English. So many good students, so they are even unable to secure the qualifying mark because so in the first attempt, so they take it very lightly that this being the Odia and English qualifying paper, we will be able to clear it. But no, they get the shock. Subsequently, they clear it with flying colors and good rank. But in the very first attempt, so they commit the mistake by underestimating the importance of paper, these two qualifying papers, one is Odia and one is English. So many students fumble in the Odia paper because since the school days, you are out of touch with the Odia syllabus or writing even Odia. Writing Odia words, Odia sentence, Odia paragraph became difficult for you because since your 10th standard onward, so very less among you are acquainted to Odia. So be careful about Odia and English, the qualifying paper. Fine. So moving next is your, these are the papers which will be counted for the examination. That means the marks secured in these papers will make you eligible to get a call for the Viva. What are they? First is the essay paper. Right now essay paper became 250 marks and 2 essays are being asked. Then general studies paper, paper 2 general studies 1, paper 3 general studies 2, paper 4 general studies 3, paper 4, paper 5 general studies 4. So GS had 4 papers since last 2022 advertisement. So OPSC has made it like the UPSC pattern. So there are 4 general studies paper. Earlier there are only 2 general studies paper, but since 2022 the pattern has been changed, and in general studies you have 4 different papers. What is in paper? GS paper 1, Indian heritage, culture, Odisha heritage and culture, history and geography of world and the society. So this section are in the paper 1 of GS. Then GS paper 2, governance, constitution, polity, social justice and the interstate relation, not international relation, this is the interstate relation, the new section added. General study 3 includes technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security and disaster management. Okay, and paper 4 is a complete new paper in OPSC since 2022. It is known as the ethics, integrity and aptitude paper. Up to this, everything is common for all. The qualifying paper, ODI and English essay, GS, all are same for all candidates sitting for the main examination. But the next is the optional of your choice. Be very careful while deciding your optional, because optional matters. Your good marks in the optional take you to get better rank in the civil service. Fine. So optional are 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2, 1 optional, 2 papers. Then the last one is the personality test or the Viva. Excuse me. Fine. So moving forward, you see what are the optionals allowed by OPSC. OPSC allowed around 30 optionals along with some language paper. Okay, what are the optionals? Agriculture, agricultural engineering, animal husbandry, anthropology, botany, chemistry, civil engineering, commercial accountancy, economics, education, electrical engineering, fishery science, forestry, geography, geology, history, home science completely, only new to, it is only in OPSC, not in UPSC, law, management, mathematics, mechanical engineering, medical science, philosophy, physics, political science and international relation, psychology, public administration, sociology, statistics and zoology. 30 optionals from different streams. Humanities have their own optional, that commerce students have their optional, science students have their optionals, engineering students have their optionals, management students have their optionals, agriculture students have the option, forestry students have their options, home science students have their options. So every major student community and their specialization in graduation and post graduation get a chance to select their optional of their choice. Then apart from that, there is the literatures. So literature subject include English, Hindi, Odia, Persian, Sanskrit and Urdu. So if you check it, so how many literature are allowed? So English, then is Hindi, then is Odia, then is Persian, then Sanskrit and Urdu. So around 6 literatures. Or any one of these 6 you can also select as your optional. Okay. So apart from this 30 plus 6, so OPSC allow you 36 optionals and you have to select any one depending upon your background or your interest area to take the optional, and here is your choice. In the previous all, starting from preliminary to the main compulsory qualifying paper, essay paper, GS paper, you don't have any choice. Every candidate has to go for a common examination. But when coming to the optional, it is of your choice. So you decide what is the most suitable subject for you and fill it while filling the form as your optional. Fine. So this is what in total about this examination and its pattern. So hope that for your own betterment, you fill the form well in advance. Many students wait till the last day and they face the problem. Hurriedly they fill the form and commit mistakes. And it became very pathetic when someone preparing for the next 6-7 months get his name in the rejection list. That's a big setback to the students. So my request, so please be very careful, fill the form minutely. After filling the form, so verify it 3-4 times before submitting. Before hurriedly, if you wait for the last minute, you will just fill it hurriedly and submit it. Maybe there may be a mistake in the filling and your rejection, you will be rejected, and it will be a biggest setback and shock to you. My request is, please fill the form well in advance. Be very careful while filling the form. Decide your optional. Select your zone carefully, because OPSC never allow subsequent application or request to change the zone. So also optional. These two you cannot change. Change of zone and change of optional for the main examination is never entertained by OPSC. So be careful, and before filling the form, ensure that you have all the certificates. Your educational qualification certificates, your caste certificates, your reservation certificates like your physically challenge certificates, your ODIA pass certificates, those who have not ODIA in the 10th standard, all the certificates must be with you by the time you are filling this form. It is ensured by the advertisement that candidate must have all the forms. So be careful if you are in the forms. Take your time, sit comfortably, sit in a cool mind, read the instructions carefully, fill the form accurately, okay, and flawlessly. After verifying it 3-4 times, submit it, because once you submit, your chance to verify or that change it is very less. So be careful, don't wait till the last day. Okay, so February, mid-February the date, so the application start date and end date has been clearly mentioned. Follow that date. The form filling will be in online mode, because OPSC has ruled out any other option than the online submitting the application form. So be careful. So in filling the form, decide your optional carefully, decide your zones carefully, and after filling the form, so keep a copy of that. In case you are filling it, keep in your mail, and advise you will be keep a hard copy also, because by the time you go for the Viva, so that form will be with the Viva board. So what you have filled, so you may be forgetting those informations, anything that you have filled. So keep a form, completely filled form, the physical, the printed copy with you. So you can, before going to the Viva, you can have a glance over it. Fine. So from our side, so we hope that these informations will empower you to fill the form very carefully with confidence, and finally you start your preparation, and hope that this year will be the year when you will come with flying colors. Thank you.